like Wanye, but I would have tried. But I decided to go for fun over like, a Celine Dion song or something. You know what I mean? So anyway, yeah.
Well, it certainly looked like you were having fun. I mean, you mentioned like you've done a lot of music back in the 90s and the early 2000s. Like, has the Masked Singer now, like, you're busy with this Christmas movie and, a new show with your brothers, but like, do you want to ever put out new music? Is that a desire?
I actually do. I've slowly trickled out new records here and there. And just over the last year, it's crazy. Like my listeners on Spotify, we have like, a pretty massive amount of monthly listeners now that just listen to my music, which is really wild. We released a couple songs last year. I released a song called Turtle, which was sort of like this pop country crossover thing. It did super well for us. Released a song with my brothers a few years back, which was under the our little band name that we have called Still 3, which did really well. And I released a couple of songs just this year with Matthew Gerard, who's a prolific pop producer, everything from Miley Cyrus to, he's worked with everybody. Kelly Clarkson, everybody. But and they did really well. So, I feel like I love to perform, I love singing. That's what I loved first when I was a little kid. That's why when I was on the Carson show, when they asked me what I could do, it's like I could sing and dance, and so that's why I did that on there, I would love to. Certainly all the people at the Masked Singer were so kind, and all, the whole musical team over there was like, dude, you got to come out with some new music. And I was like, I would love to, we're talking about it, like on a serious way, not just kind of trickling them out like I have independently the last couple of years. So that may be in the future for 23. I think that'd be a lot of fun to do.
Have you heard from Mayim or any of your famous friends now that you've been revealed as the Walrus, or people like, I knew that was you, or like,
oh for sure. God. For sure. Yeah. I get a lot of texts from all my friends, they're like, dude, really? Really? It's like, I know, man. They're like, the Walrus. I was like, I know. It's, it was great. It was a lot of fun, you always get, everyone's so kind. You're like, you got robbed, all that stuff, which is always great to hear. It doesn't really bother me at all. It's fun. It was fun to do it,
What about like if you could do a duet with anyone in music, like say you were going to put out a song tomorrow, who would you love to do a duet with?
I'd love to do a duet with. I think it'd be cool to do something with Taylor Swift. I think that'd be kind of neat, I got sort of a throwback thing, with my vocals and stuff. So I love to perform for people. One of the things I think one of the last, in my opinion, the most amazing performer out there right now is probably Bruno Mars, with just how he puts on a show. Because again, he doesn't forget that it's about the fans. It's for the fans. That's what's so cool about watching somebody like that. In my era growing up, and I'm sure you can attest to the same thing, that's all they did. When you went to see Michael or Prince or Stevie Wonder or Aerosmith or LL Cool J or any genre, it was so diverse in the 80s and 90s, so diverse. And they all were just so invested, and I feel like that to me is what I love the most when I go see somebody that's just leaving it all out there. And I'd love to be able to do that, perform like that. And, it'd be a lot of fun. So.
I love it. Well, listen, Masked Singer, Dancing with the Stars. are we going to see you on Survivor or Big Brother next? Is there something else you want to tell us here today?
No. Like I said, the Masked Singer just made a lot of sense. It was a lot of fun. I love what Fox has done with that platform. It's all about feel good. They're not trying to tear anybody down. It's all just about having a great time, and you just want to come off as good as possible on that show. And that's all they want to do for everybody that's on that show. And, they treat everybody so great. And I'm just excited about, this blossoming relationship with, all the great people over at Fox, and all the success, hopefully, that we'll be able to have together coming up in this fiscal year. So I'm really looking forward to it.
I love it. How was it like, because you were on Call Me Kat, that scene was so great, working, not just with Mayim, but like with the late Leslie Jordan, like how is.
I know, man. We were on, first of all, he's amazing. He was, he's an amazing person. So as everybody has said, what a fabulous energy, what a kind spirit. He ran over to me and, was like, oh my God, I can't believe you're on this show with us. He's so nice. We were on back to back, actually. The brothers and I were talking about a movie that we did for Lifetime a couple of years ago. We were on back to back with him on, I think it was, one of the Entertainment Tonight or one of those shows. And literally he got there after us and took the stage. And one of the first things he said, which they used in the interview on the show, was like, he's like, I can't believe the Lawrence brothers are just here, you know? So he's always just such a, he's got such an amazing spirit. He was always so positive, had something so wonderful to say about everybody, and made you really feel great. And I think that was, let alone being the super talented juggernaut that he was. But, yeah, it's just crazy, man. Life is a precious thing, man. We get all caught up in the minutia, all this crazy stuff. But at the end of the day, man, if we could just wake up and get to live life, I mean, that is the blessing. We can certainly, focus on the macro things, and there are a lot of things that can be fixed, but or should I say the micro things, but the macro, which is just being able to live life and each day being able to wake up and be around people that you love. And, boy, that is really the win right there. Right. So we got to keep that in perspective, because life is short, dude. It's so short.
Life is very short. And you made a
like
joke,
that.
or right at any time. So
anytime, man, you're not guaranteed tomorrow. You're just not,
You're not. Listen, if you have your health, everything else, nothing else matters, right?
Amen. Exactly. Yep.
I mean, you also, you get to be on The Masked Singer, you get to sing, you get to act, you get to do what you love.
Yeah.
You made a joke about you've had a few failed marriages, but you're very happily married now. You have children. So what is the secret? What is the secret?
Oh boy. Man, life is a journey. I've realized that the bumps in the road are part of our journey. I don't know where we are going after this. I hope it's some pearly gates somewhere, and I hope I get to see my mom and pop again up there. I certainly miss them. I hope our whole family can be together again at some point, but this part of our journey, wherever we're going, is the bumpy part. It's the ups and downs. It's trying to figure things out. If we live in acceptance of that and just try to do our best every day, try to be better than we were the day before, I think that's kind of the win. I don't know if there is a secret to a happy marriage. I think, you always got to put your best foot forward, and you got to try to be the best version of yourself you can be. And I try to do that every day, and I'm far from perfect. Believe me, I've made a lot of mistakes, but, I just try to do the best I can, and I take responsibility for my mistakes. And, that's all you can do. Just, even being a parent, I have 2 teenage daughters, and I have another baby on the way, all these years later. So, life is a journey, man. I didn't plan it. I didn't map it out that way. I'll tell you that, but it's all a blessing, and you take it all in stride, and you literally just do the best you can possibly do every single day. And if you can do that, I think that's the win for anybody. Right. So that's what I try to do.
That's such good advice. Well, listen, I've been a fan of yours since the beginning. I've thoroughly enjoyed watching you on The Masked Singer. Long live the Walrus.
Thanks,
congratulations, man, with your new partnership with Fox, and definitely
Yep.
feel free to come back anytime. I really appreciate your time.
Likewise, it was great talking to you. Thanks so much for the good energy today. We'll definitely come back and talk about the show and the movie and all that stuff for sure. All right.
Thank you.